What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. As you guys know, I'm from California. I spent part of my life in Los Angeles. I lived in Southside Compton Crip Hood. I lived in Atlantic Drive. I lived in Santana Block. I done lived in Cedar Block on the west side of Compton. I done lived in Del Paso Heights. And let me just say this. When I wanted to get away from the gang, that's what I wanted to do. I mean, I like kind of joked around here and there, but I'm never a gangbanger, never wanted to be a gangbanger. And when I got away from that, that's exactly why I stayed away. So much from it, I'm in Africa, all right? And just like some of you brothers and sisters out there, God gave you some level of talent and skill. If you wanted you to be gangbanging, you would. But you didn't. You're doing something completely different than that right now because of God's grace or whoever you believe in, all right? This is different for some of these artists. You notice some of these guys, they have talent. Lil Wayne, I'm already say Soulja Boy, Chris Brown, all of a sudden, they're gangbangers now. They're PIRUs. They're Crips. They didn't grow up around this, especially some of these people out in New York. Like, no offense to nobody from New York, but Bloods and Crips, that's like a new thing y'all got going on out there. You know what I mean? I grew up in the heat of it, well, where it's funky. You know what I'm saying? Like real funky. So you would think that once you can overcome any kind of circumstance, you don't want to go back into it. But this is not what these guys are doing. Nicki Minaj is not doing it. Talented female rapper, have every every experience to get out of that BS. A mother, a wife. What is she doing? Associating herself with the Bloods. Now, DJ Academics talks about this because, as you know, her tough guy, Kenneth Petty, is on house arrest because he's out here running up on people, right? But I want you to hear DJ Academics break down on this, and then after which, we'll come right back.
Unfortunately, if you're not even realizing the body language that Nicki Minaj is giving, I usually say it takes about, sometimes women are attracted to the wrong type of guy till reality hits them. This is the majority of women, by the way. Y'all can reason with me. Tell me if I'm wrong. When a woman's in usually high school, college, until she starts really paying her bills and reality hits in, she's usually going and attracted to all the wrong type of guys. The guys with no future. Just because, like, he's popular. Oh, shit. Oh, he's in a gang. Like, she's going for the wrong guy. When reality hits her, she now wants somebody who could actually take care of situations. Now she wants, the who used to all the gangbangers, all the degenerates, and then at a certain point, maybe they had a kid or maybe reality hit them. Now they want to educate a guy. They would never get that chance before. Yeah, that usually happens around like 25. Okay, now here's the difference. Now Nicki Minaj is a whole 40, close to 50. She's as accomplished as any woman in rap could be. Yet, in the last year or two, and I have a theory about this, she's been trying to let people know that her associations is with some people that are in the trenches, that she's good everywhere. Now, if you ask me, I think this is, I always think she's in some competition with Cardi B. Cardi B's a hood from wherever the hell she's from, the Bronx or whatever, who's also Blood or whatever the case is. She's been a Blood from ever since we known her. Nicki Minaj and how she's been acting recently, like in the last year, it felt like it was almost like compensating, like, I could do that too. I'm like that too. Maybe, and again, I might be reaching, a reaction to their first run-in when it happened at the Met Gala way back. And there was a knot on Cardi B's head, but they got into it. She's dating somebody who's supposedly some big blood. Cardi B's a Blood. Nicki has been embracing the street shit and showing it way more than we would even expect. Remember, her music ain't like that. We don't know her to be like that.
So, and let me just see this. A person who makes as much money as she does, as much opportunity as she does, who does she surround herself with? You've guessed it. Mr. Pookie. Okay? Mr. Pookie. That's who she surrounds herself with. Why? Because Pookie and Ray ran it up is a thing. That's why. Okay. And she's emboldened, as she's like he said, she's making the guy emboldened to act like a buffoon. Going in the, like I said, you know, he stood up for himself. I think Meek Mill people was trying to jump him. Okay. So she's like, all right, he's a tough guy. Let me be with him. But boo, you're no longer on that level anymore. Like, you are rich now. Those people deserve to be in the hood. I had a video here on YouTube called I Put the Hood on Pause. All right. That was a phrase. One of my good friends, Michael Guy, shout out to him. He's a fighter out of Sacramento. He said, oh shit, when you come through, you put the hood on pause. That's a good title of video. And that's for anybody who leaves the hood to go where you going in the world. When you come back, ain't nothing changed. Why do you need to bring the hood to you when you done got blessed to be up out of that? But so many folks do it. And people who never had no gang affiliations. Listen, man, I hate to say this, but when it comes to the Southside Crips, Southside Atlantic Drive Crips, affiliated is like my entire family is from Southside or Atlantic Drive. Don't panic. Affiliated like crazy. Too much in the game. I had cousins that died. I had cousins who were twins on certain videos here talking about Southside Crip. I mean, if you don't believe me, go look it up. Their grandmother and my grandmother are sisters, so I'll say that much. They both dead now. But it ain't nothing, ain't no lifestyle to brag about. It's nothing to play with. And when you're a woman like that and you get around, you know, some women wish they can get around some guys that's, you know, hard working or in the industry. Nicki Minaj had the opportunity. Who does she pick? Kenneth Petty. I'm going to say why. Because she can't get nobody else. DG Academics alluded to the fact that she might be on drugs sometimes. Bad temper. Let me tell you this. Nobody's perfect, right? But nobody's going to put up with somebody like that. And Nicki Minaj can't get anybody that got some sense. That's the reason why she's dealing with this guy. Trust me, if somebody, you think she can get a Jay-Z type of guy, and Jay-Z himself, he had to adapt. That hood jigga stuff that worked, you know, in Marcy Projects or whatever, that don't work in the real world. It don't work. When you want to be rich and have something, it doesn't work, guys. When you want to be a businessman and you want to actually build businesses and you want to have colleagues and you want your kids to go, it doesn't work. That behavior doesn't work. It is counterintuitive to your goals. Take it somewhere else. Okay? Take it somewhere else. Then you have this around you. You got a kid by this person. The person's a liability, but because you're attracted to that. And then, well, a lot of black women, I hate to say this, but you know, it's too many black women that I see that have all this talent, have all this skill. And, you know, I think about it. How do some of these guys even get a chance for certain black women that have good looks, that have ability, that have talent, hard work ethic, everything? How do these guys get there? Because some of these sisters never change their preference for the kind of men they want at all. He said that, hey, you know, girls like tough guys when they're in middle school, high school, in college, and they change. Some people never change. Then they be complaining about the guy all the time. I'm talking about bank managers, bank presidents, and stuff like this, right? And it's ridiculous because then when your kid don't end up having a father, you get mad. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.